다시 들래. Yeah, this is a Tibetan community hall in New York City. So now many of us, we are going to celebrate the birthday of His Holiness the 14th, the Dalai Lama, in New York City. So this is the Tibetan community hall in New York City. 다시 들어 줘라. There you go. Wow. This is amazing, you see? This is like this all the time. 다시 들래. 다시 들래. Oh, very nice. Look at it. Gigang Kondo Bishi. 다시 하자. 아마 돈이 좀 남자. 다시. 이제 남이 먹을래. 오, 다파야. 다시 들래, 다시 들래. Oh, dat er iemand moet zo leven, ja. Missie, ja, dat er in. Oh, dat is de les. Dat is de les. Jo, oh, laat het.
continued support to our Tibetan community. We really, really appreciate. Thank you very much for that. And today being a very auspicious day, I, on behalf of my board and the guests and our community, would like to request you to cut the cake for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Thank you.
To speak few words on today's auspicious occasion.
Thank you. Tashi Dele. It is wonderful to be here once again. It's wonderful to celebrate this very special occasion, the 87th birthday of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. How about a round of applause for His Holiness so we can hear him, right? It really is wonderful. Oh, sure. We're moving the podium. A movable feast. Right? And that, by the way, I never saw a birthday cake more beautiful than that, right? Wasn't that special? Yes. It's important to recognize His Holiness because he stands for those universal values that unfortunately these days seem to be in short supply. That notion of peace, of harmony, of nonviolence, and of interfaith relations. We need more of that in this very troubled world that we're living through right now. And that's why I think the magnificence of the example, the lifelong example of Dalai Lama is so important, not just to the Tibetan people, but really to all of us. When I was last here, I think I had the opportunity, those of you who were here remember, to recall that I had the great privilege to meet the Dalai Lama a number of years ago. I graduated from Hofstra University out on Long Island, and Hofstra initiated, through their Sikh Studies program, a special award for religious interfaith efforts. It's called the Guru Nanak Award. And the very first honoree to receive that award from Hofstra University was His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And yes, worthy of applause. And originally we were going to travel to India to present the award in person, but for various reasons that trip did not come to pass. So when His Holiness was next going to be in New York City, arrangements were made for a delegation from Hofstra to present His Holiness with that award. So I had the opportunity to be one of only about 10 people that met in a very small setting in a hotel room in Manhattan to spend time with the Dalai Lama, to present the award. And you know, just as all of you know and appreciate, especially if you have the opportunity to be in close proximity to him, the serenity that he exudes, the cheerfulness, the optimism, that great sense of humor, that really was just a very memorable moment for me. And I also had another opportunity, actually before I met him personally, when he was giving lessons a number of years ago at the Beacon Theater in Manhattan. And I spent the whole day listening to him and learning from him. And this to me is why, not just on his birthday, but every day we should be celebrating His Holiness. It's also an opportunity for us, and I certainly say this on behalf of New York State, to recognize the importance of the Tibetan community here in New York State, New Jersey as well, and in the tri-state area. The Tibetan community has really helped to make our community even stronger. And we've put out reports from our office to really show how immigration has made us a better place, a better city, a better state, a better country. And you have been such an important part of that success. I especially want to acknowledge many of the Tibetan individuals who have worked in healthcare, nurses and doctors and other healthcare professionals. You've been on the front lines through this COVID challenge. And how about a round of applause for our Tibetan healthcare workers who really